Hi, my name is Daniel Huerta, and I guess today I wanted to talk about this movie that I really enjoyed called Lou Over the Wall. I wrote an essay about this one for this class, but I just was not happy with it because I couldn't really get my words out the way I wanted them to be. It's difficult to explain something you love when you can't really show it. And so, because of that, I decided that my fourth project would be on talking about it um, with video. So, with that in mind, I wanted to show everyone about Lou Over the Wall. There's just so much to love about it: the colors, the beautiful characters, the way everyone sings and dances. It's just sweet. And I just feel like more people need to know about it. There's a lot of themes that are covered here, but the main ones that are going to be covered is about love and friendship. It's important to keep friends and, you know, the people you care about close to you, because in the end, they can be the ones that save you, like this movie shows. So, without further ado, here's the first scene. In the first scene, very beginning of the movie, we see Kai, Yuho, the girl, and Kunio. They heard some of his music, Kai's music, and they want him to join the band. He doesn't really want to. He only does music as a hobby at this point. But his friends convince him. They're very smiley and sporadic. They want him to join even though his mood is such a buzzkill. It's kind of like the way that people mimic the other emotions of others. As you can see, Kunio and Yuho are smiling, and Kai is not. He's upset. He doesn't want to be living in this town anymore. And if you look around, the colors are bland. There's not much to this scene. The only color that you really see is Yuho talking to Kai. She's trying to get him to be in love with the music that he plays. And then here comes the scene that I love the most. She becomes this bright figure. Kai sees her, and things change. He feels like life might have a different opportunity. And that's what I love about this scene. It's colorful. Although it is never really mentioned, this movie right here in this particular scene shows this certain paradox where Yuko is this bright and beautiful girl while Kai is this gloomy and sullen person. He's like a zombie. They're two sides of a different coin. And although Kai wants to be like Yuko, he feels like he can't. To quote something from my own essay, at the end of the above mentioned scene, Kai is still in the dark, shady area of town. His eyes, though, are bright and shining as he looks at Yuko. It is almost like he yearns to join the bright and happy girl. In this scene, things change in the mood of Kai. He's not this gloomy person. And it's all thanks to the help of Lou. She has this big smile that goes from cheek to cheek. And she's invited to walk around town with Kai. As you can see, Kai is holding on to a boombox. The reason why he's listening to music on a boombox is because Lou only grows legs when she is around music because she wants to dance to it. So whenever there's music around, her tail turns to legs, which is why she has legs here. So as you can see, she's very interested in all the lights. But most importantly, there's this beautiful use of color going on here. As you can see from the previous scene, it was all dark and gloomy, and the place around him is still dark and gloomy. But when he's around Lou, he's smiling. They both are. Lou loves everything that's around her, including the train that's just passing by. And just seeing how much Lou is enjoying herself, that makes Kai happy. And that is something that I talked about in my essay. Whenever someone is happy, you're happy. It's scientifically proven, and there have been several essays that prove this. One particular study that I mentioned was from Adrian Wood and other colleagues in a study titled "Fashioning the Face: Sensorometer Simulation Contributes to Facial Expression Recognition." And one thing that she states is that while automatic and presumably non-conscious sensorometer stimulation of facial expression is modulated by the perceiver's social context and motivational state, to really shorten what that means, it just means that when you see someone's emotion on their face, you kind of feel that same emotion as well. So if someone is sad, you feel sad. If someone is happy, you feel happy. And at this moment, Kai is feeling happy and loved. Right here in this specific scene, Lou just saw a couple kiss at a park while they're swinging on a swing set. And she doesn't know what they're doing. She thinks that they're eating each other. And so Kai explains what they were doing, and he says that people who kiss are people who like each other. And so when she hears the word like, she just says it out loud, like, to everything around her. And so Kai says, "You really love everything, don't you?" And this gets him into this position where Lou asks him if he likes her, and he gets nervous. There's something so human about that and so romantic. And I think it's important to talk about because, in the end of the day, it's important to, like and care for someone. Because when you like and care for someone, we get to a scene like this. In this particular scene, Lou is tired. She's trying to save the whole community while the whole town is flooding, but she's only one person. And then all of a sudden, we just hear Kai sing from the heart. And it's a beautiful song. And I will play it soon at the end of the video because I would love for everyone to hear it. So, she hears his music and it makes her happy. All her friends, her merfolk, they get up out of the water and they try their best to push back the water with their powers. The problem is that mermaids in this story cannot be in the sunlight, as I explained in my essay, because the sunlight kills them. It's like vampire rules. Vampires can't be in the light, so mermaids can't either. But they know that the town is flooding because partially because it's their fault, partially the humans' fault. So, in order to stop the curse that's flooding the town, they use the water from the flood to break down a mountain because on top of the mountain is a temple that is causing the curse. So they're trying to tear down the mountain, but as they're doing so, a bunch of mermaids are dying, as we just saw just a couple of seconds ago. But we also see something different. As people are slowly dying and we see Lou even burning herself, a couple of humans used umbrellas to cover the sunlight from the mermaids. And this is the first time that we see humans and the mermaids working together. There's something really beautiful about that, about people collaborating and working together rather than working against each other. And with the help of the humans and the mermaids together, they were able to push back the water. And soon enough, the cliff falls down, the music ends, and we see the outcome of all this destruction. At this point, mermaids can no longer live in this world because there's too much sunlight. We learned a little bit of backstory about someone who was fully against the mermaids. This is the backstory of why he hates mermaids. In the story, he believes that mermaids were the one who killed his mother long, long ago. And now we get to see more information about that. As you can see, the colors here, they're very colorful. Everything looks beautiful. And in this whole entire story, anytime that the people are underwater, it's colorful, it's majestic, lots of bright yellows. As we can see right here, There's a lot of pinks, whites, yellows, orange, things that feel warm and nice. But there's also something dramatic about it. There's a fight going on, or what looks like a fight, and then a body just flies onto a boat and she burns and she rolls back into the water. There's just so much going on, but it's a beautiful story. His grandfather dies, he jumps into the water, and everything just looks very different. The town that was once, very dark and gloomy now looks very bright and colorful. And you can partially think that for Lou, but mainly it's kind of a story about everyone working together to be different. At this point, Lou is running out of time. The sun is coming up in the sky and she's in the shade. So, Kai knows that she's about to leave. She slowly walks away and he tries to tell her how much he cares about her. He says, I like you. We all like you, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't say it before, but you're my friend. You're everybody's friend. Then she gets into a cube of water and she goes away. So, as promised, I will start playing the song that is played at the end of the final scene. The song that Kai plays to Lou to give her the power that she needed. But before I go into that, I wanted to talk a little bit more about what Kai did and why it mattered. If there's one thing that I did not mention into my essay, is that there's a lot more to it than just friendship. There's also a little touch of race playing into this. Race is such a big thing because in this town nobody loves mermaids. Everybody hates mermaids except for Kai, and Kai shows people that mermaids are just like them, that they can be just as helpful. And so you can partially say that this is more leaning on towards being accepting of other people. One other thing that I wanted to mention is that it's important that you try to care about others, focus on others, and be around people who care about you. This movie taught me to care about others, and for others to care about me. Because there are a lot of bad things in this world, but more importantly, it's important to think about all the good people in it and know that you matter. So, with my final thoughts out of the way, it's time that you finally get to hear the song that is mentioned a lot in this movie. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope that you listen to it too. I know that this is the end of my video, but it is, at the end of the day, a really good song, and I feel like it plays very well with the whole movie in general.
Stop! Ah, 歌うことは難しいことじゃないただ声に身を任せ頭の中を空っぽにするだけああ目を閉じれば胸の中に映る懐かしい思い出やあなたとの街